Taylor Swift arrives in Australia for her ERAS tour, landing at Melbourne Airport at 12:45 a.m. on a private jet from the US. Are you ready for it? Taylor Swift touches down in Melbourne on her luxury private jet ahead of her first Australian ERAS tour show at the MCG. Taylor Swift has finally arrived in Australia to kick her hotly anticipated ERAS tour. The global megastar, 34, touched down in Melbourne early Thursday morning at approximately 12:40 a.m. and was greeted by a legion of die-hard Swifties. The cruel summer singer traveled in style on board a Bombardier Global 6000, a luxurious private jet that can carry up to 17 passengers. Taylor was promptly escorted to her accommodation after her 12-hour flight, where she will rest until she takes to the stage in front of 85,000 screaming fans at the Melbourne Cricket Ground on Friday. The performance will kick off the first of Taylor's 7 sold-out shows in Australia. Taylor's flight, VJT 993, from Honolulu, Hawaii, to Melbourne became the globe's most tracked flight, with almost 1,500 of her eager fans watching its trek across the Pacific. The singer will have less than 2 days to get over her jet lag before she will storm the stage for her first Australian show since 2018. Taylor, who is dating Kansas Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, completely missed out on Valentine's Day due to her travels, being airborne for the entire romantic day. She took off in Hawaii at 4:52 p.m. local time on February 13th and didn't land until the early hours on February 15th AEDT due to the 21-hour time difference, meaning she missed the big day. But she had just spent a few days with her boyfriend Travis in Los Angeles as she celebrated with him after he won the NFL Super Bowl, before jetting off down under. Excitement is already building for her Australian ERAS tour as thousands of Swifties are ready to crowd into the Melbourne Cricket Ground from February 16th to 18th and the Accor Stadium in Sydney from February 23rd to 26th for her shows. More than 600,000 tickets have been sold for her performances, and some fans are going to the desperate measure of chartering their own flights to get to her shows, according to travel agency Flight Centre. Commercial flights and accommodation are at a premium, and we've even seen some travelers opting for a private charter flight to get to the concert as a result, Flight Centre Travel Group Global Leisure CEO James Kavanagh told news.com.au. While it may seem extreme, we're not surprised to see people opting for private flights through our charter aircraft company Avman, and we've had bookings for both Taylor's Sydney and Melbourne shows. Flight Centre have revealed commercial flights from Brisbane to Melbourne cost approximately $569 for the February 16th show. The following week, the same route drops dramatically to $118. Organizers of the tour are also concerned about the 15,000 fans who are estimated to arrive at the pop star's sold-out shows despite not having tickets. Venues NSW has warned ticketless fanatics to stay away from Accor Stadium to prevent crowd management issues, the Daily Telegraph reported on Sunday. A spokesperson said fans who missed out on tickets should not try to soak up the atmosphere outside, as they likely won't hear any songs anyway. Meanwhile, Transport NSW Coordinator General Howard Collins said the city was preparing for the inevitable. What we found with other popular music venues where people can't get tickets, people do just turn up to sort of soak up the atmosphere, and you can't stop them other than to manage crowds, he said. We are not encouraging ticketless fans to attend, but part of our contingency plan is allowing for extra people who may be traveling who haven't got tickets. But despite warnings from the NSW government, businesses are said to be rolling out the welcome mat for all of Taylor's fans regardless of whether they have tickets. Business Sydney Executive Director Paul Nicolo said, irrespective of their ticket status, Sydney must put up the welcome sign for the Swifties because they will all make a contribution to our city in some way. Amid the Swift mayhem, a technology expert has claimed that hundreds of Taylor Swift fans will be turned away at the gates of her string of Australian shows. On Tuesday's Mix 106.3's Canberra Wrapped, hosts Rod Cudahy, Bethany Larson, and Lewis Haskew chatted with techspert Trevor Long, who co-hosts Anatomy of a Scam with former Today Show host Deb Knight.